Indian submarine sonar officer suddenly alarmed to find the surface of the sea. Came a huge explosion. He rushed to report the situation to the captain of the boat. The captain took the headset and carefully confirmed, immediately ordered to surface to the depth of the periscope. Then the captain looked through the periscope and found a large number of merchant ship wreckage on the surface of the sea. A Pakistani submarine is fast diving. Since the Indian submarine was on a classified mission, the captain could not attack without authorization, but had to consult the command before making a decision. So the captain had to close the hatch and prepare to dive, and at the same time send a telegram to the command requesting pursuit. But at that moment, the first mate on the deck realized that there were survivors on the surface, so he ignored the order to dive and jumped into the sea to save them. The captain could only tell the sonar room to keep an eye on the Pakistani submarine's movements and dive immediately after a minute and a half. Otherwise he would become a live target for the Pakistani submarine. Soon the first mate saved a little girl, but when he returned to save the second one, he was caught by a chain in his calf, and by the time he managed to get out of the chain, the submarine had already dived and disappeared, leaving the first mate in the sea. At the same time, the commanding officer sent a telegram agreeing to the attack, and the captain immediately ordered full speed ahead and a search by the sonar crew. Soon the sonar found the position of the Pakistani submarine 2 kilometers to the left. Without hesitation, the captain ordered the launching of torpedoes from compartment 1 at 40 knots towards the Pakistani submarine. But due to the Indian sonar guidance technology is not yet mature, in the end the torpedo did not hit the target but exploded under the Pakistani submarine, did not cause substantial damage. The captain of the Pakistani submarine did not give orders but ordered the submarine to run away at full speed. But the Indian captain did not want to let go of this opportunity. Through his careful calculations, he decided to dive to the limit depth of 300 meters to avoid the other side of the sonar monitoring range to target the Pakistani submarine from the side of the attack. The chief engineer thought it was too risky for the submarine to withstand the pressure, but the captain insisted on going down, not realizing that this decision would almost cost everyone their lives. Soon the submarine dives to 250 meters. The huge water pressure squeezes the submarine's outer shell and makes a dull metallic banging sound. When the submarine dives to 300 meters, the submarine's interior began to vibrate violently. The internal pipeline instantly burst. The submarine soldiers were washed away by the enormous water pressure. A large amount of seawater into the submarine's internal wiring was also short-circuited at this time. Some of the cabins also ignited a large fire. But even more unfortunate is that the Pakistani submarine sonar detected them and laid a large number of mines along the way. Soon the Indian submarine entered the minefield, and the active sonar went haywire. The Indian captain sensed something was wrong and immediately rushed to the control room and ordered the helmsman to change course. But it was too late. The submarine's tail hit a mine. With a loud explosion, the submarine, which was already badly damaged, lost control and crashed into a hill on the bottom of the sea. Soldiers on board were killed and injured. The submarine completely lost power and sank to the bottom of the sea. The captain was also killed in the collision. On the other side, the Pakistani submarine immediately started celebrating when it detected the explosion. The surviving Indian submariners were trapped at the bottom of the sea. The vice captain took over the command and became the captain of the submarine. He immediately ordered the crew to make emergency repairs to block the influx of seawater into the submarine. The turbine engineers attempted to float the submarine with compressed air. Luckily, although the submarine had lost its power to move forward, it could still float up and down, which meant that there was still a chance of survival. The deputy captain immediately had a bold idea to use sound waves to detonate mines to attract the Pakistani submarine and then remain silent to give the other side a fatal blow. A submarine war has begun. Translated with Deep L. Com, free version.